go for some food while we wait. Too bad you shot the hell out of the best sushi place in the Citadel, huh? What's up, Commander?
Did I ever tell you about my casino run-in with the Vorcha Mafia? 5,000 credits and a bottle of whiskey? Actually, never mind. Hey, Shepard.
I hope Brooks and Edie can find something on the drive.
Same here.
Hey.
I hear it was quite the party, even if things didn't go exactly as planned. At least you didn't come away empty-handed. Commander?
Greetings, Commander. The casino will be hosting another gala in a few months. Shall I arrange for tickets?
Once was enough.
Damn, Commander. You can't even attend a party without someone ending up dead. Now, if I can just find some chow around here, you'd think a pad like this would be stocked. Shepard.
Sounds like the mission ended with a hiccup. Well, I'm just glad our team made it back okay. Edie will get it done.
Any life or death encounters with fish aquariums this time? No? Too bad. I can hear Vega's stomach rumbling from here. How's it going?
Never thought we'd need to get dressed up to hunt down some mercs. Make it a rule to never fight wearing pajamas. Huh.
Commander, instead of infiltrating the casino using a disguise, it would have been better to hold all the primitives hostage, threaten them with death, and shoot them until they gave you what you wanted. Next time, I will gladly assist. Commander?
I think we've got something, Commander.
I am glad to see my physical proximity was not necessary to the success of the mission, Shepard.
Let's see what you find before we call it a win. Commander, Edie and I have been analyzing those drives. I think we found something if you're ready. Let's hear it.
Though the data's root structure was erased, the logic integrity remains viable.
Edie has an incredible talent for this stuff. I know she's an AI, but even still. We found an encrypted communication from a few days ago. Just need another minute to crack it.
A whole minute? Edie here could shave that down to 5 seconds.
I thought it best to allow Staff Analyst Brooks a chance to improve her decryption skills.
And now you've lost your chance to show off.
Like she needs it. You're the crew of the Normandy. You're legends to the rest of the Alliance. Legends can be good or bad. Which are we? You're the kind that people look up to. The kind they owe their lives to.
How come everyone's always shooting at us?
I think it's mostly you, Rex. The bigger the target, the bigger the, target.
You're saying I've gained weight?
It just means there's more of the legend to love.
And the camaraderie, the friendship. I think that's your secret weapon.
I taught this bunch everything they know.
Right, ducking, running, and hitting the occasional button.
Here we go. Wow. Those mercs who were after you, they bought a lot of weapons. Like, big ones.
Max, what do they need with that kind of firepower?
It appears this drone is preparing to rebel.
I have just monitored the Commander's Spectre access code in use at the Citadel archives.
Punch it up.
The archives are going into emergency lockdown. Whoever's hacking your records is there right now.
What do we know about the place?
Council keeps sensitive historical information there. Real hush-hush. Even my old CSEC clearance never got me in.
Then we'll find our own way in. Gear up and let's... What's with the Volus?
Oh, pizza delivery guy. I got the munchies.
Double pepperoni.
These archives are huge. You'll have a lot of ground to cover. Shame you can't bring everyone.
Who says we can't? All hands on deck for this one.
Hell yeah. But, who gets to take point with you?
Who's going to pay the bill?
What's the best way into the archives?
The facility is located below the wards. Maybe a direct breach for maximum surprise?
I like it. Sounds like you're learning the ropes.
Hell, hang out with us long enough and you'll learn ropes, knives, bombs, thresher maws.
But don't hang out too long. Pretty soon you'll be making friends with us, sorry.
I heard that.
The archives are somewhere below us. It could be pretty tricky to get in there.
Not really.
Krogan first. See you at the party, princesses.
Not this again.
Ambush!
Scatter and take cover!
In the old days, we had at least 5 minutes before our mission went south. Jump around the full crew! Force them in!
Brooks, you okay?
Upstairs! Scattering and taking cover!
It's enough! Drop your weapons or this won't end well for her. You bitch. All right. Whatever you think you're getting away with. There's nowhere you can run, nowhere you can hide where we can't find you. Hide? Why? I'm Commander Shepard. I never hide.
Uh-huh. So that's how it's gonna be.
Who are you? You weren't the only Shepard that Cerberus brought back to life. But at least one of us will finally do something with it. Where did you come from? The same DNA as you.
A clone.
Cerberus spared no expense resurrecting you. With me, I was created for spare parts. In case you needed another arm, or a heart, or a lung. Where have you been this whole time? In a coma. Until I woke up 6 months ago. While you were in a jail cell on Earth, I was learning to be human. Amazing what a person can do with enough neural implants. I don't care who you claim to be. The role of Commander Shepard's already filled. By the wrong woman. It's time the understudy had her day. Did the elusive man send you? No. He abandoned me when he had what he wanted. You.
Then why do you want to kill us?
Because I don't have her memories. I'd never fool my supposed friends. The ones who abandoned their duty to join the cult of Shepard. Like you, Prothean. How many of your own men did you crawl over to make sure you survived?
You are just a pale imitation of the real thing.
I'm the real thing. Perfected. I'm you without the wear and tear, Shepard. The doubts, the failures. I'm the lone wolf you were always meant to be. Without the emotional baggage holding me back.
No one will ever believe you're Shepard.
They will when I'm flying her ship. This is Shepard. Initiate Normandy lockdown. Transmitting command codes now. Good idea. Too bad the signal was blocked. Trainer, this is Shepard. Prep the Normandy for emergency departure. We're leaving. I'm sending the command codes now.
Acknowledged. We'll get underway.
Never thought I'd say it, but I'm looking forward to killing myself. I guess ominous threats of violence run in our DNA, but mine is more than a threat. Execute them. The cult of Shepard ends today.
She's pushing into the archives. Stay in your groups. Team Mako, you're on point.
Right. What's a Mako? Something we could use right about now.
Team Hammerhead, cover the flank.
Got it. And the Mako's got nothing on the Hammerhead.
Welcome to the Citadel archives. All visitors must obtain council permission to enter. Access to the research alcoves is limited.
Huh. Big place.
Shepard, what do you think your clone is looking for in here?
At this point, anything's possible.
You mean like strolling along and bumping into your clone?
I don't want to talk about it.
At least not until everyone has ingested alcohol.
Are we gonna find anything in this place?
Glyph,
Yes, Commander.
track the target. Give me updates on its location.
What is the nature of the target?
She looks like me.
Then I have found the target.
No, Glyph, it's another me. Now get going.
At once, Commander.
There they are! The other Shepard's still alive!
Take her down! I need more time to find the vault! Shepard, step onto that platform, and we can lower you from here.
Intruders have been detected. Please locate the nearest emergency exit.
Now, if you get into the vault, we can move you across.
Accessing Vault T-91.
Interesting. It says this gun was part of the First Contact War, year 2157.
Yeah, back when humans and Turians were at each other's throats.
To research alcoves.
Commander, the other you is searching for something 200 meters ahead.
Got it.
Fighting your own clone. Who would have thought?
Still good to have. Don't want to do something? You get them to. Hey, Shepard?
So, like a personal butler?
I don't want to talk about it.
Precisely. So let your clone do it.
Contact!
Dagger Squad, I need more time to reach the vault. Keep Shepard off my back or I'll have your head.
Uncle Ergon has a present for you!
I quit if she was my commander. We're over here, Shepard. This side.
That had to hurt!
It appears we can get around them on the tubes. Of course, Commander.
Now who's your guest?
You're dead.
KROGAN Killshot!
Team Mako, moving ahead. Catch you on the other side.
Shepard, they've got us pinned down. We could use some help.
On our way.
We got Shepard squad surrounded!
Eliminate them. I need more time. Commander, we can't hold them off much longer.
Go! I'll cover you! Move!
I did not survive this long to die on a ladder.
This is Shepard! We need...
That's why I love hanging out with you guys. Why shoot something once when you can shoot it 46 more times?
The other me can't be far. Keep up the pressure and we'll try to surround her. Let's move.
Year 2157 CE. First contact war, Turian interrogation. Vault T-91.
Sir, we captured this human in the occupation of Shang-Chi.
A human? You're the first I've met.
And you're the first bird I've met.
He was armed with this weapon, sir.
How primitive. Your kind expects to win a war with this.
A bullet is a bullet.
You have so much to learn. And when we conquer your Earth, I look forward to teaching you.
Attention all personnel. Emergency lockdown initiated.
Think about all the history stored in this place. Must stretch back thousands of years.
Also known as a nap. I'm glad I slept through it all.
I just wonder what the other me is looking for in here.
During emergency.
Year 700 CE. Krogan Rebellions. Attack on Council. Vault K-306. This is the only visual record of Krogan Overlord Krennic's attack on the Council. Audio follows.
I've heard enough. If the Krogan hadn't taken on the Rachni, you would all be at their mercy. You won't give us what we deserve, and so you force us to take it. We will never leave the planet of Lucia, no matter how much the Asari cry.
Ambassador Krennic, you only weaken your case with this show of violence.
Wrong, Solarian. Now our case is finally strong. Negotiations are over.
Go, go, go!
Malfunction detected. Please contact maintenance. Malfunction detected. Please contact maintenance. Malfunction detected. Please contact...
This is Hammerhead! Enemies ahead!
Where do
Shepard.
you think
We'll
you're
get their
going,
attention.
Princess?
They still got the Krogan. Someone kill them.
Someone can try.
This is all the Should we give them a chance?
Shepard, you mess with me.
Speak for yourself, please. I'm not even a field agent.
Just follow Shepard's lead. Let the rest of us do the heavy lifting.
Touche, Tassoni.
You think all you comedians could start hitting something?
Uncle Ergon has a present for you.
God damn it! I think we got them all. Or, I mean, the rest of you did.
Or the Krogan did.
Hammerhead and Mako, keep pushing ahead.
On it.
Year 1896 CE. Removal of illegal AIs. Vault C940.
These are the last of the AIs on the Citadel.
This termination action is unlawful. Why do you continue when our appeal has not yet been heard?
Keep quiet. You know that the Council will never overturn its own edict.
Standing by for your go, sir.
Do not terminate us.
Go.
Attention all personnel. Emergency lockdown initiated. Intruder
That had to hurt!
Malfunction detected. Please contact maintenance. Year 2183 CE. Battle of the Citadel. Geth Dreadnought attack. Vault X5.
In the opening minutes of the attack, you'll see that Zakera Ward is almost completely destroyed.
Interrupting. Spectre status recognized. Commander Shepard. The following information is classified.
The unknown aggressor is suspected to be a Reaper aided in its attack on the Citadel by rogue Spectre Saren. The Reaper Sovereign is destroyed by the Fifth Fleet.
Somebody stop these guys! Attention, low-life mercenary wannabes! Now say please, and we'll accept your surrender.
Say pretty please, and maybe Rex will take a break.
Try it, and we'll see.
The Protean, on the other hand, makes no such promises.
KROGAN Killshot!
I believe we could benefit from a mutual exchange of data. Additionally, the term floating butler does not encompass all of my primary functions. One day, I too hope to possess combat capabilities like yourself. Commander, I have cataloged 18 previously unknown historical events.
Where's the target glyph?
She is searching for a secret vault. She did not wish to be disturbed.
What?
I thought she was you.
Go find her again.
Stupid machine.
On the walkway!
Team Mako here. Got him in our sights. Team Hammerhead here. Providing moral support.
800-pound pro. This is Heavy 1, engaging Shepard.
Put her in the ground!
Oh, Beck wants to play? So does Uncle Erndon. You're welcome, Team Mako.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Love watching those things explode.
Yes, dead machines are the best kind.
Commander, a large contingent of soldiers calling themselves Razor Squad is just ahead. They wish to inflict bodily harm on you. Also, I discovered an Elcor mating totem in Vault 347B. Fascinating.
We've got eyes on Shepard. Go, go, go!
Team Mako here, showing Team Hammerhead how it's done. Hammerhead here, only because you're copying us. Mako here, if we were, we wouldn't be hitting anything.
Where do you think we're
All of you combined!
Why do you persist in fighting? The Alliance offers a number of benefits and a generous
You mess with Shepard, you mess with me!
As the battle of the planet of Kilshot can be arranged, I would be happy to discuss. Please refrain from shooting at me. Lieutenant Vega, a Polish pizza delivery man is on the line, asking for aid.
Tell him they burned up Uncle Ernot has a present for you!
Commander Shepard, please do not. Many of your crew members do sadly alone. Grieving crew members greatly decrease the Normandy's efficiency.
That had to hurt! Now who's the dead one?
Heads up! Looks like they're getting serious. Oh, you asked them up? So maybe start hitting some
Krogan! Don't shut up!
Here's your mouth, Mr. Vega.
I fought Poland's bankers tougher than this.
Attention, enemy soldiers. You only have a 0.04% chance of winning this encounter. Attention, enemy soldiers. Your life expectancy is now 15 seconds and 14, 13, 12.
Right here!
Where do you think you're going, princess?
Looks like we're clear.
Looks like I saved everyone's ass again.
Hammerhead and Mako, keep pushing ahead.
Right! I might throw up a little bit now, if that's okay with everyone.
Commander, the other you wishes to pass on a message.
Shepard, save yourself the trouble. Once I have what I came here for, you won't matter anymore. Now go, drone. Deliver it.
Year 710 CE. Krogan Genophage. Deployment. Vault T-101.
We have our orders. Release of the genophage against the Krogan has been authorized.
Not by my government.
Your government invented it. What good is a weapon if you don't use it? Sergeant Tavis, restrain him.
Are we sure of our orders, sir? This is genocide.
Sergeant Hout, restrain them both. I'll press the button myself. One day, Solarian, you will thank us.
Dispersal commencing.
Year 693 CE. First Spectre. Bilo Gearjay recruitment. Vault S1.
Bilo Gearjay, you are accused of using 30 civilians as bait to flush out and assassinate your target. I did survive. You're being released. The Council wants you to implement a new special tactics and reconnaissance group.
Desk job? No, thank you.
This is no desk job. Spectres will be the best of the best. They will operate with impunity and answer only to the Council. You will be the first.
Now that sounds like the best job offer in the galaxy. Count me in.
It appears the other commander has a bad temper. Collateral damage does not concern her.
Attention all personnel.
A pity these scientists perished. I would like to have discussed the Elcor mating totem with them.
Please locate the nearest emergency exit. Year unknown. Origin Earth. Early religious artifact, Vault E28. During emergencies, all archival information must be secured. Do not engage intruders. Please wait for security personnel to arrive.
Team Hammerhead, we're headed to the next level. What's your location? Hammerhead, do you copy?
There, Team Mako.
We'll try to clear a path, Commander. Hammerhead's gone ahead.
You mess with Shepard, you mess with me! Uncle Erdnot has a present for you! That had to hurt!
You're 580 BC. First Citadel landing. Discovery logs.
Now who's the dead one?
Approach of the mysterious space station has been uneventful. Pray Goddess it remains so. We humbly take this step for all Asari. The destiny of our people forever altered.
That was the last one.
These creatures that greet us seem harmless but unable to communicate. Preliminary observations suggest that their role seems to be that of some sort of guardian. We will begin our exploration.
We see the clone, Shepard. Mako going in.
Attention all personnel. Emergency lockdown initiated.
Team Mako, we're coming up behind. What's your status?
We're under!
Mako, where are you?
Intruders have been detected. Please locate the nearest emergency exit. Year 2183 CE. First human Spectre deliberations. Vault SH1.
Commander Shepard's recent accomplishments are not in question. It's her background that the Council has no knowledge of.
Shepard was born on Earth and orphaned at an early age. She managed to survive on the streets until she was able to enlist at 18.
Anything from Shepard's military record that you'd like to call out?
The Alliance considers Shepard their go-to soldier that gets the job done no matter the cost. Ruthless, calculating, and brutal.
Thank you for your presentation, and to all who spoke. The Council will render their decision on the suitability of Commander Shepard as Spectre within the day.
Commander, do you copy?
What's your status?
The other U is jamming our radios. Hammerhead and Mako are trying to get ahead and cut her off. But I've been hit and need help. Please, hurry.
Biometric identification required. Spectre access is authorized.
This is unexpected.
Brooks, the vault sealed us in.
Is there an override?
I don't see one.
Cortez! Brooks! Do you read me? Is anyone on this frequency? The short answer is no. They're not.
The longer answer involves your friends trapped in iridium vaults and forgotten for... well, forever. Others know about this. About you. The Alliance will stop you. What do you think, Staff Analyst Brooks? Will the Alliance stop us?
I wouldn't know. I don't actually work for them.
How typical of primitives.
Who the hell are you? And do you really think I won't track you down?
My name doesn't matter. I never keep the same one for more than a few days. And if the elusive man hasn't found me yet, you never will.
You're Cerberus?
Was. Mr. Elusive and I didn't see eye to eye. He's indoctrinated, whereas I prefer the whispers in my head to be my own.
Why not come to me? We could have worked together.
In a way, we did. I'm the one who put together all those dossiers on your suicide mission.
The Collector base?
There was the Salarian Doctor, the Asari Justicar, the Drell. They were all mistakes. We were a pro-human group who started looking to aliens for help. So I bided my time. And when I found another you, who agreed, I woke her up.
What was the point of it all?
All we really wanted was your Spectre code.
I got Shepard.
Spectre access accepted.
But then you survived the hit and insisted on bringing your damned Asari into it. So I had to tie up loose ends.
The arms dealer.
Elijah, it's me. We need to talk.
What the hell's going on? I swear if those guns get tracked back to me...
They won't. But then your sex bot just had to go and recover the data. So here we are, forced to contain the situation.
The second I get out of here, I'm gonna take your head and mount it in the Normandy CIC. Then I'm gonna mount her head next to yours. Then I'm gonna take both your heads and space them out the airlock.
Finally.
That sounds very dramatic. And if someone like, say, Commander Shepard made the threat, I'd be worried. But you're not Shepard. Not anymore.
You had Miranda, I have her. Mine has more bite.
It was fun while it lasted.
What are you doing? Setting things right. Remember this?
You were the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Except somewhere along the way you forgot about your entire species. You've saved more alien lives than you have human. And all I've seen you do is end lives. You're gonna make a lousy me. You know, the one thing they can't duplicate? Our handprint. Life gives it its shape, not DNA. Which is a problem. Computer, update Council records. Subject, Shepard, human Spectre.
Accessing record. Please input new data. Biometric identifier updated. Good day, Commander Shepard.
Now, if you'll excuse me, the Normandy needs its captain. So, I should go.
Farewell, Commander. I guess this is where legends go to die.
Refresh my memory. Didn't we used to win these things back in the old days?
She said I should go. Do I sound like that?
As long as I've known you, yeah.
I am more concerned with the impregnable vault we've been sealed inside. Once was enough for me.
I'm more confident than she is. More in control. With me, it's more like, that's all for now.
Spoken like a Krogan. Show him who's boss.
It is doubtful we have much air left. An hour at most.
Or sometimes I'll talk to you later. Because, you know what, I never do. even want more. I should...
Commander, why aren't you more concerned about this?
Oh, Glyph, you still out there?
Yes, Commander.
Unlock this damn thing and go find the others. No one steals my ship. Not even me.